Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virgo new moon, which is for some people late Thursday, for some people early Friday, but essentially it's like between Thursday and Friday, and the energy is so strong. Let's just say it's the end of the week, new moon, Thursday and Friday, and really carrying into the weekend and carrying into a lot more because it's sort of the kickoff of the harvest season. We're going to do equinox feng shui soon. We have all the seasons changing, and harvest season is when all the work you've done throughout the year, all the energy, and going back to when the harvest season was sort of dubbed the harvest season, when you've planted all your seeds throughout the year and you've been cultivating your crops. Now you have this big harvest, and it's a big time of abundance. It's a huge time of celebration. It's a time of connection to the earth. And there's a lot of earth energy right now. And earth energy is physical manifestation. It's not just sort of the thinking and the visioning and all of those things. It's the receiving as well. And in order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. And it's very easy to get ready to receive, especially if you expect great things to happen. And that's part of what we're going to talk about today, expecting great things to happen. And this is something that a lot of us think in our head, like, oh, yes, I expect good things to happen. I'm a positive person. But do you expect great things to happen in every cell of your body? Do you feel it so much that you're like, oh, yes, amazing things are going to happen today? And you're just really embodying that in every single way. That's what we're going to talk about today in all of this new moon feng shui, to receive all the things that you want. So I'm so happy you're here. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Dana Claudat. I'm a modern feng shui master and founder of the School of Intention, which is an entire method of feng shui that's very unique, and an entire school of feng shui where you can learn to practice professionally. This work is based on infinite possibilities. There's no limits. There's no negativity. There are no judgments or limitations. It's open. It's easy. It's accessible. It's also multidimensional and based on creative awakening so that you can manifest more, because creativity is how we manifest, which is very earth energy, very, very much about this time right now. And your intention, your wishes, dreams, and desires are the driver of everything. The magic is not feng shui rules or rules about anything else. The magic is the way that you really connect your whole life. And the magic is the magic you bring. You create your own luck. You can create your own luck. You can make more and more amazing things happen every single day. And getting into that zone is so important. So a lot of you may know that I had a lot of things happen in the last few months that have taken me far out of my magic zone, so to speak. Losing my baby soulmate dog, Bob, was really, really, really difficult. And really going through the process of healing from that has brought me back to maybe a whole different level of understanding of myself, of him in spirit. He still communicates and sends me signs every single day, but also of how powerful it is to stay grounded and centered and present. For a while, I was like, whoa, what is happening? I don't recognize my whole life. And for all of you who've been through a lot of stress, been through trauma, had things happen, I know I've known in the past what that feels like. This was quite profound. It's never quite been like this. And coming back to this grounded, centered place has been so healing. And that's really the big message of this moon. And atop all that, this new moon has a big earth grand trine. And for those of you who know anything about astrology, it's just a beautiful cosmic metaphor and beautiful energy of manifesting, of bringing things forth. That's what this time is about. So it's like ultra super powered intentions, the things that you want, really having this extra energy behind them. So if that's exciting to you, we're going to start by refreshing your life so that you expect amazing things that are about to happen every single day. So where do you begin to refresh your life? Where do you begin to start to expect amazing things that are about to happen? One of the best things that you can do to start to expect amazing things that are about to happen is to practice. I love to do things that help me to focus on what is good. So there are several practices. One that I shared in the Moon Note this week is Abraham Hicks' Book of Positive Aspects. There's a part of our mind that people have called lots of things, including the reticular activating system. There are ways that our mind works where if you're focused on something, you'll see more of that thing. So I don't know if any of you have played the game when you're in a car and someone says, I want to see lots of purple cars. I want to see lots of purple cars. And then all of a sudden you see 12 purple cars while you're driving. You never see purple cars any other time, but suddenly you see 12. It's like you pulled them out of the universe and onto the highway. But how did that happen? Sometimes when we choose to see something, we will see more of it. And in fact, you can try that today. You could say, I want to see more Lamborghinis or whatever it is that you want to see more of, and see what it is that you see. I live in a big city where that would probably be more likely, but you'd be surprised what happens when you decide to see more of something. More will appear. And what happens is when more appears, it starts to become normal and you start to expect it. And so when you do a book of positive aspects, you can essentially get yourself a notebook and call it your book of positive aspects. And in this notebook every day, start writing down all the positive aspects of everything in your life, especially if you feel like things are not going right, especially if you feel like things have been off or things have been turned upside down or everything's been unusual. Notice the positive aspects of everything, of yourself, of the things around you, of whatever happened today. And every day, write lists of positive aspects and just keep writing them every single day until you start to see more positive aspects all around you. And you will. It's really exciting to see that shift. For some of you, you may need to work up to rest and take some time and decompress and then start doing this. But it's amazing what happens when you start to see this. Now, why I'm so fascinated by this concept in Feng Shui is because the more you see all of the beautiful things you want around you, the more you will start to expect more beautiful things in your life. It's very much an immersion practice. Feng Shui is one of the most powerful ways to manifest more because you don't need to think about things all day long. You see them all around you. You are supported. Your dreams and goals are sort of infused into every aspect of your environment. So you are naturally moving into and living into what you want right now. And that's why lots of coaches and healers and people from so many different professions come into the School of Intention, the professional Feng Shui school, because they realize that's the missing element in the work that they're doing. If only they had that missing link to help people and to help themselves to get what they want and stay in that place, really immersed in all ways. So the School of Intention is open now for all of you wanting to become a Feng Shui pro. You can find the link below, or if you're on Facebook, it'll be below soon to learn more and join us. So this is incredible. Expect more amazing things and you're going to get more amazing things. Now, the second thing for this moon, and especially with this big grand trine saying, okay, it's time to manifest more tangible things, and the harvest season and the Virgo energy, this is about bringing details that upgrade your work, that upgrade your sense of purpose. You might not have a traditional job. You might not want one. You might not need one, but we all have purpose and mission. And if you feel like you've been disconnected from that, or you feel like your work has become boring or repetitive and or stagnant, and you need to reawaken it with new energy, now is the time to really immerse yourself in that. And it can start by upgrading your workspace. So it can be as simple as clearing off your desk. I have to clear off my desk today. I have 4 pairs of different glasses and 3 different lipsticks and all sorts of stuff around me. And I'm like, why do I have all this on my desk right now? We all can use a refresh, a reset. It makes such a big difference. Now you can go a little further and start opening up all your drawers and decluttering your workspace. And if it's, again, not a traditional workspace, maybe it's your car, maybe it's your office at work, or maybe you have a creative space that's your workspace. Declutter it, really clear it out, give it a really good cleaning. And as you do, start to dream about, imagine, daydream about what would make the space more uplifting, more activating, more enjoyable. That can be such a level up. Another big thing for this moon, and because this is a Virgo new moon, big thing is, how can you sleep more and be more in a zone of wellness and well-being? And so that's a big thing I just said, but let's just bring it down to sleep, because it's one of the most fundamental aspects of wellness that can fall off track for lots of us in the average week. You could have a pretty good sleep schedule and then it gets thrown off, or you can have something happen where suddenly you miss a few days of good sleep. Overall, if you set up your space so that you sleep deeper, it's going to be so supportive. So a few big things that are pretty easy to do that can be very, very helpful. First is to clear the energy in your bedroom a little bit. It can get, again, stagnant. You could just open some windows. You can burn some incense, burn some candles that you love, set an intention that you're going to bring fresh energy into your bedroom. You can wash all your bedding. That's a great fresh start. It's very practical, but it's also very energetic as well. You can also, if you want to take it to the next level, get some blackout curtains if you don't have them already. Wow, the difference blackout curtains made in my life. I was like, I already sleep well. Why am I doing this? But for some reason, I felt compelled at the start of the pandemic to try blackout curtains, new blackout curtains, and see. Mine were sort of dark, but they weren't really dark. And when I got total blackout curtains, for the first time, I understood what the difference was, how profound it was to have that much total darkness. It was incredible, the difference it made in my sleep. And I've talked to tons of people who have had the same experience. So explore blackout curtains if it's something that you're interested in trying. I found lots of really good ones, even on Amazon. You can find them locally. What a difference. Another thing that you can do, and this is very Virgo energy, is to explore different sleep teas and herbs that can be helpful for sleep. Of course, you want to make sure that you do your research and that you know what you're taking and drinking and that it's all good for you specifically. So talk to any of your healthcare practitioners as needed. But it can be as simple as having chamomile tea a few hours before bed. I'm allergic to chamomile tea, but I love having lemon balm, passion flower. There are so many great teas that can be super relaxing. You can even drink tea and stir some magnesium powder into it, and that can be super, super relaxing. Again, check with your healthcare practitioners, but wellness is in the spotlight. And speaking of wellness, this is a time to go beyond grounding. This grand earth trine says, like, now it's time to get more than just a little bit grounded. We're starting the School of Intention this year with a session that is a nervous system reset, because I find so many people that I work with, that I know, really need a nervous system reset like I did and I'm still doing now, where you really pay attention to the levels of your energy, the levels of your stress, and how present you are throughout the day. So, one great exercise that you can all try if you want to check in and see how your life is going. First of all, if you're really stressed, you know, okay, it's a good thing to do some sort of reset or change in my lifestyle. It's a good thing to just track throughout the day what your stress levels, how amped up you are throughout the day, what gets you going. Is it that you have arguments with coworkers or people in your life? Is it that you get overwhelmed by news or social media? I was shocked that certain apps, when I turn them on, that immediately have noise, shock my system. And I've had to be very, very careful about clicking in and getting that jolt. So notice for yourself how you feel throughout the day doing different things. You might watch certain TV or movies that amp you up. And even if it's like kind of thrilling, it might be overwhelming for your system right now. So pay attention to all of this. And if you notice that you're getting distracted or stressed and by things that you can avoid, make a decision right now to avoid them. The second piece of this is to decide to take more time to just relax. Do nothing, not relax scrolling online, not relax with the TV on, but like real relaxing, maybe with friends and family, maybe in nature, really getting very grounded in a more profound way than usual to help you to refill your batteries. We are energetic beings. We are electric. And so if you want to manifest with this grand earth trine even more, become more present. Your presence is your greatness, your power, your magic on display. So in all ways, bring that energy in. And finally, because this is a new moon and it is such a great one, set really detailed and delightful intentions. And so what do you want for the month ahead, or maybe all the way through the end of the year, sort of the season ahead? What is it that you would like to experience? What would you like to manifest physically? Like, what stuff do you want to have manifested? What would you like to do to upgrade your life? So maybe it's learning a new skill. Maybe it's upgrading your work. Maybe it's upgrading your workspace, like we talked about. Maybe it's resetting your nervous system, like we just talked about, kind of getting super calm, super revitalized. Maybe other things like that you want to experience that aren't necessarily tangible manifestations that you put in the bank or put on a shelf, but big things that are going to fuel you. Maybe it's wellness goals that you have. Make them as detailed and specific as possible. When they're detailed and specific, they're going to be easier for you to act upon. And Virgo is the sign of all the details. Trust me, I'm a Virgo. And it's funny, I identify a lot more as a Sagittarius. That's my rising sign. But that part, that detail is the magic. Oh, I really love it. And the more you can do that, the more you will see the benefits and get excited about everything that you are creating. I'm going to check and see. There are lots of comments sent in. Here we go. I hope you had a great solar return. Thank you so much, Graham. Yes, I did. My birthday was awesome. Get those blackout curtains. Try them. See if you can try them and see what happens. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Amazing. In my experience, I hope you love them as much as I do. Thank you so much, Ivana. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you being here so much. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. It means a lot. This was a very big, energetically big birthday for me. And the school is now open for those of you who want to become a Feng Shui pro. You can find the details again below on YouTube and soon below on Facebook as soon as the stream is done. And I would love to chat with you if you're interested in joining. I would love to welcome you in. And I thank all of you for being here. I really hope that this is the most spectacular new season ahead. And really just take advantage of this time. It's a beautiful thing when in every cell of your body you believe and know and trust that amazing things are about to happen. I feel like it's a level of empowerment that sometimes we don't realize until we're in that zone and you're like, now I feel really powerful. And you can get into that zone more and more. And when you do, it is ultra magic. And I'm wishing that for every single one of you. Thank you all for being here and happy Virgo new moon. I'll be back very soon because there's so much cosmic awesomeness ahead and lots of feng shui. Mwah. Bye, everyone.